Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's Down and Dirty. We're going to talk about some concepts when it comes to pulling concrete when you don't have a thumb. Unfortunately, the job where we pulled this concrete, I was not allowed to film, so I wasn't able to actually record the process of pulling the concrete. But I did want to cover a key concept that really comes from the only real job site accident I've ever been around. We had a guy that was pulling concrete, and most guys instinctively, when they go to pull concrete, they try to pull it like they do dirt. And what I mean by that is they will get under the lip of the concrete here, and then they will start to use their stick and their boom to pull up. That will work. It will get the job done, but you have to think about the mechanics and the forces that are being applied. So when I am sticking in towards myself, let's say I've got a pretty aggressive angle because we're under the edge and I'm starting to stick and pull in. All of that force that's being put into that concrete is being directed directly at the cab. And that is exactly what happened in the job site accident I was involved in. A guy was pulling concrete with a 385 excavator, which if you're not familiar is an absolute monster. And he was doing this method exactly like I'm showing you right now. A basketball-sized piece of concrete broke off, came straight into the cab, hit him in the face. He ended up ending his career. He lived through the experience, but he has had neurological problems ever since. He had to, I mean, he's on disability. He's never going to come back to work. You have to think about the forces you're applying to whatever it is you're doing. The safe way to pull concrete, or safer, I should say, is first of all, I always recommend, if you've got a demo machine that has the grate over the front, I always recommend guys put that on their machine if you're pulling concrete, just to avoid any risk of something coming into the cab. But if you don't have one, the other way to pull concrete, and this is the way I always like to do it because it also gives you a little more breakout force as well, is actually using the bucket itself to leverage the concrete. And so what you would do here is you would get your bucket corner under, and then you would actually start to roll back and use the heel of your bucket to pry that concrete up. That way all of the force is being directed up and not forward to the machine. And so that's going to be just a much safer way to pull concrete. Now the other thing I wanted to talk about is how to manipulate concrete when you don't have a thumb, because a lot of us get stuck in this position. There's a couple ways to do it. And one of the ways, like this slab right here, what a lot of rookies will do is they will chase this and just try to, you know, you're not going to get it doing this. And they'll chase it and get it all the way in, and then you've got to back the machine up, and then they'll chase it and chase it and chase it. You got to think about, again, your forces being applied. We've got this loose piece of concrete, right? So we can manipulate it how we want. What if we stand this thing up to about there, and then I'm able to lower my teeth down while we're still standing it up to where I can get my bucket in a position I can actually get under it, and then we just tip back. Look at there. I can pick that up no problem. So that's one of the ways you can manipulate some concrete. Now let's talk about some small pieces like this guy right here. How are we going to get that in our bucket? Oh my gosh. I can chase this thing around all day long and I'm not going to get it right with my teeth. Yeah, maybe I might be able to get it. Oh, no, not really. We're gonna waste so much time with a little piece of concrete like that. But another trick you can do is you can get your teeth under it, and if you spin sideways, it kind of will roll it up into the bucket a little more. And that's not really a good example because I just caught it with my teeth, but we'll try with this little guy right here. So if I were to try to stand this up and everything, I'd probably be able to get it, but I'd spend a lot of time jacking around with it. But instead, if I can get my teeth under it, and if I can start to spin the machine, what's going to happen is, let me get this other piece of concrete out of my way. It's interfering with my Down and Dirty presentation, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we'll get our teeth back under it. I'm actually going to spin this a little bit. Again, working with angles. Use the tool that you're given to get your task accomplished. So what I can do now, so I can grab this corner and I'm going to roll with my bucket and I'm going to spin. And did you see what happened is it rolls up into my bucket. And now I've got the ability to caress it and love it and invite it into my bucket instead of chasing it all over the job site. So let's do that again. So instead of just trying to grab it and come at it just furiously and aggressively, if you grab it and spin the machine as you stick in a little bit, that spinning side to side motion, it helps wiggle. So here's your concrete, here's your teeth. It helps wiggle it and kind of step it up into your bucket, and you don't get the resistance that you would if you were just coming in straight. So those are a couple little tips that I use all the time. I will say it's just gonna take some practice and some time. Messing with concrete or rocks or anything else when you don't have a thumb is extremely frustrating in the beginning. But this is one technique that I've learned that it really helps. And it's so simple, but it's so often overlooked. It's just a quick little side to side motion with the swing to help you ease that into the bucket. See, look at there. We just worked it right into our bucket. And if we need to, we can stand it up. Now that I've got a little more angle on it, I can stand it up and let that fall in. Just like that. So as always, I hope this has been helpful. Leave your comments and questions down below, and we'll catch you guys on the next Down and Dirty.